up, YouTube? I'm about to jump on some Tom Macdonald. This is Sheeple. Sheeple, I'm guessing it is. It's gotta be. It's the only way you can fucking say it. Yeah, I'll say no more about Tom Macdonald, man. Talent, dude's got talent and he likes to make his voice heard, man. But yeah, let's not waste no time. You know what time it is. Lee Sands on the dot. Let's get it.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize.
Ooh, that's a good point, man. That is a good point. Find out you're not allowed to criticize, because when you do, you'll find that. Bye, man. Ooh, got my eye on you, boy.
You don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Black folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis. Control who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis. Controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control other political parties. It's a big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds. Big lies, deep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order they let die. Play
crazy, man. It's crazy. It is crazy, the things he says. Like, obviously there's truth to it. There's obviously bits and bobs, you know, that obviously, but it's his belief. Obviously, well, someone else might have a different belief, but the main core of it, man, it has some level of substance, like of truth.
Deep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system. Change the pronouns, if gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions.
And that's true, and it's vice versa. Like, so I don't really want to get into it, man, but I get what you're saying, I understand it, but it happens both sides. And that's the thing, everyone goes through it, but we get segregated by the cunts up there. That's a strong word to use, and I apologise for that. It's not a very nice word. But it's true though, man. The higher people, man.
They start as a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions. They starve you with a lack of information and only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free, can't have no peace.
See what he said, you're rated by your engagement, so like, if one person does more than what the other one does, it's more heard and more of a problem, maybe sometimes. I get that.
You're rated for your engagement. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh my sheeple. Nothing's what it seems. Hollywood been rotting your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleek, bet, cap, they trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout, and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on narrative is popular to shout, and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood.
That's how the Matrix is.
Honest, took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you're a target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree it's free speech, disagree it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream.
That's the thing, man. Like, if you don't agree with something, it means you hate it. If you don't agree with it, it means you're racist. Like, I get it, man. 100%. I've seen it happen, and it's like when someone says like, "Oh, Black Lives is not a good movement." It is, obviously, that in that side of things, but there's people out there that use it, you know, for themselves and not the bigger picture. And I think that's what he's sort of trying, like, and I get what he's saying in that sense.
Trump it's free speech, disagree it's hate speech. Erase.
If I was like, I don't agree with that, what that person's doing, it means I don't agree with Black Lives Matter, but that's not the case. It's just a personal opinion on something, you know.
If it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but that can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which.
A big statement there, man. Lincoln. and obviously it's white. Okay, like so I like my idea, Tom McDonald, but like I like to have an opinion, but I don't like. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to come across. You know, I'm ticking all these boxes, man.
If you agree it's free speech, disagree it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but that can't be. Lincoln was Republican and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe. But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed. Because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broken, want you locked inside a cubicle. Addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful. Then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral.
That pisses me off, man. When people die in the wars, the buses, the bombings and that, and then the president gets up and then wants to recognise who you are and do that. But of course, all this shitting around it, but then wants to stand up at the end, but you know, but not before. It pisses me off, man. All innocent people die from all races because our people. And I always think, yeah, you know, whenever they get into wars and that, I always think, like, why don't them two motherfuckers just get in the ring and box it out so everyone else don't die? And then the winner can do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Can't be, you were never beautiful, then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Blue just screams just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh my sheeple. Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out the nation. The system treating you like trash and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police, now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you, they don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. Investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn.
He speaks facts, man.
Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach.
See, if you don't do that wrong, why hide? You know what I mean? Like, you get pulled over and things like, why hide, isn't it? But they're all doing it, but they're okay to do it because they run this shit. It's bollocks.
Doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Blue just screams just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh my sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
Shout out to fucking his Nova, man. She's got some sick videos, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, like I said, man, with Tom McDonald, like, he likes to speak his voice, man. And that's what I said. I listen to other people, they speak their voice from all cultures, all colours, man. It's nice to hear people's sides of things and how they feel, man. But yeah, please subscribe. Any more Tom McDonald you want me to react to, hit me up, man.